In the bottom left, playing as Tenri, we have SneakyDragon. Up against Shu, playing Valder in the top side of the map.
This is the grassy shifting sands.
Yeah, this is a shifting lawn. We got a yeah. The rules does actually state you're meant to play on planes. I think there's like a thing in it that says, oh well, you know, there's a couple of exceptions to this, and shifting sands should really be one of those exceptions, but doesn't really matter too much. So, what are we saying? Sneaky's going for this kind of more center route opening.
Yep. He did go for the mage option to heal the commander, which is probably the safest option. Shu might have a bit of trouble healing the commander in the opening, but he did go for Wagon Thief right afterwards.
Yeah, I guess Valder isn't so bad if you don't heal him straight away because his main source of like being able to do damage is like the sword he spawns, which you can then crit with, and he'll be able to heal in a moment anyway. So
Well, I do think that like Valder is gets way more value when he's high HP than other commanders, right?
yeah, well he's gonna heal now, so
Okay, that's a nice. That's a nice touch. Like you expect the sword harass decap so that you can recap and heal. But sneaky, yeah, sword harassing all the way. He's become way better at this sword harass thing. Like when we were practicing at the beginning, he was kind of lost every time, and he didn't really know what to do. But you know, now he's just going for it.
ooh, I love
Nice,
that dog movement.
yeah, nice dog. Because if that sword goes in the corner, it's gonna be like super annoying to take that back. You'll basically have to wait for the thief to go back and forth to get it back.
Yeah, or like dedicate two swords and get one of them injured and a bunch of other stuff. So
Ooh, interesting. Tenri going real far.
yeah, she's going pretty deep.
But there's nothing to punish, so she can afford to.
Yeah, and oh, there's a nice village for Shu to go and hit. That's another sword. And Shu's stabilized that corner, and Valder's kind of ready to snowball at this point. Like, you hit that village below him, like with maybe the sword that gets spawned next turn, and then Valder hits it following turn, and it's like, yeah, Valder just builds an army of the dead.
Yeah, Shu is like these knights are approaching the center pretty fast, so he's probably going to pressure the HQ at this rate. Sneaky does have knights of his own and Tenri group to defend, so I'm not sure how like realistic it is to pressure the HQ.
By my hand,
And this
rise.
dragon. You know, no anti-air on the map for Shu. Does have transports to make it arrive faster.
But Shu, like, there's a thief deposit going down just now. Like, Shu is going to be able to build anti-air. And there we see Mage and Knight. Not enough money for a Harpy or a Witch, so only one
Yeah.
Mage to deal with this dragon. And Sneaky could end the game like any moment, basically.
Yeah, you know, although Night Crit Dragon isn't enough, you do have double Night Crit, so nice
That dog play
dog
was
crit
really
with
sick,
the
yeah.
wagon, yeah. So,
And you know, it
and
could lose.
Valder and the Knights can't really attack into this. I guess I mean, because like the only mage could have gotten into a transport to cover for the dragon, but then you run into the issue of Tenri can just like snipe the mage and the dragon is unchecked for like a few more turns. Yeah,
Yeah,
Shu maybe just realizing this now, going for double anti-air this turn.
Yeah, and now Tenri isn't actually going to groove. She's going to walk into that forest. She's going to be nice and safe. And we're just going to see a bunch of stuff get positioned. And Valder's kind of fallen behind. Like, and that really isn't where Valder wants to be. Like, Valder is supposed to, you know, pump the gas early and...
Hmm. Although
she's...
these villages are getting flipped back and forth, so I guess it's somewhat even.
Yeah, I guess, like, the worry here is that... You know, Tenri... Like, she's just abandoned the left-hand side at this point, so Tenri can just push there. That's where... There's a couple of units up here that are really good at doing that. So we've got this golem, it's going to knock a village down. This knight's going to be able to... Actually, no, the knight doesn't go for it. Oh, injures the dog on purpose. I like this.
Yeah, this is very like it's funny because if I see any other player like running a dog into a village, I'm like, what is this? But if it's sneaky, you know, he's preparing for lethals and stuff.
Yeah.
He's probably got one of the scariest Tenri.
Yeah, because, you know, like, a 68% and a 65% dog, that's a decent chunk of a commander's health.
Yep. They are like really trading villages pretty hard right now. But since Valder isn't like participating well in the village flipping, I think it doesn't really favor either player right now.
Yeah.
And I guess in these sorts of like big movements, Tenri can be pretty scary because you gotta check every single turn for the potential of a groove play. Which is maybe why Shu isn't like engaging. He wants to play around the groove and not actually face it. But they both have a pretty good army to like take over villages, and I'd say Tenri has more HQ pressure once they both reach the HQ, and also Sneaky is reaching it faster. So
Yeah.
curious to see how this is gonna play out. I think Sneaky has the momentum right now.
Ooh, that's a big advancement there from Shu, though. I don't know. Like, I mean, Shu doesn't quite have everything lined up to take down the stronghold next turn. So...
I think he wants to like hurry a little bit into the HQ pressure because Sneaky was getting to his HQ, and basically Tenri is a little bit better than Valder at taking down the HQ. But,
Ooh.
ooh, what are we seeing here?
Sneaky's being very aggressive. We're gonna see Golem get sent forward.
Oh, that's a pretty straightforward way of doing it.
Yep. Oh, yeah, and, you know,
Yeah.
are you gonna kill a Golem and a dragon sitting on your stronghold? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Oh, and even knocks down that
Yeah.
village just for good measure.
Yeah. Oh, and then like he only has to injure whatever can reach his HQ. He doesn't like this is very over for Shu.
Yeah. Oh, and Shu just, you know, hits end turn. They realize, yeah, this is a done deal. And Sneaky takes the first game in a honestly very solid game overall.
Yeah.
It's just a very nice, clean game. Honestly, like not a huge amount of action. It was mostly positioning. Just a big rotation happened across the entire map.
It's like they both didn't want to fight. They just went, I'll go that way. Okay, see you in 10 turns or something.
Yeah, and Sneaky was able to build Groove really quickly.
Yeah. Shu did get like 2 swords during the early game with Valder, but Sneaky getting Groove probably got way more value than the 2 swords Shu got from Valder.
Yeah, I feel like you almost want to like dedicate more with Valder in that kind of circumstance. Try and push to get more swords, and then I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm one of the people that says like you should honestly just sack a bit of economy just to deny your opponent groove, and Tenri was able to just hit a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think the dragon buy on like the turn right before Shu deposits his money kind of meant like he had to build anti-air, because if he goes for his own tech unit, um, then Tenri has a very big advantage if the board is like Shu having 1 tech unit, Sneaky having 1 tech unit, because Tenri can just remove Shu's tech units pretty easily, and if that happens, I think Sneaky did have like 1 mage. He also had a dragon, so like both golem and dragon weren't very good options for Shu. So that dragon buy forcing Shu to like buy a lot of anti-air really, I think it really slowed down what he could do.
Okay, well, we're gonna go into game 2. Cause, I want to see how well this goes, honestly. So yeah, we'll be back in a moment with game 2.